Hi there, my name is Matthew Snide. I'm the instructor for the course you guys are going to be taking through RAMP. What I'm typing in right now is your URL that you're going to type in to the internet to just log into the curriculum. So when you log in, you'll see you have a sign-in screen. So I'm going to type in my password here, and I will log right in. So what you guys will see is this. This right here is your curriculum. This is the course that you're going to be taking. So you'll just click on it and you'll see Advanced Manufacturing Entry Skills 1. So looking through it just quickly, you can see you have modules displayed throughout. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, right? 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you'll end up completing all these modules throughout your course. Initially, as a student, you'll only be able to see the first 2 modules. As soon as you complete the safety module and the employability, you'll have access to these modules. But until then, they're all restricted. So looking at the top here, you'll see where it says Ask the Professor. So as the professor, you'll be able to reach out to me through IntelliTech and ask me whatever simple questions you have. You know, it could be just a certain question through a quiz, or it could be your curriculum, or it could just be about the class in general, anything. You could just access it right here. You'll be able to see my schedule because you guys are going to be needing to do these modules online and then come into class and see me at the building. So you'll have to go through here and schedule a time to meet with me to complete your labs. A lot of these curriculums are just reading the modules and then completing a review test. This test is just based off of here. Everything you see and that you'll read in these modules are on your test. They're typically just multiple choice questions, you know, process of elimination. And if you guys have any questions about your grades, you'll see this left side here, right? So this will see participants, badges, grades, right? So if we want to see our grades, we'll click right on it. It'll load in. So you'll see you're probably not used to seeing a 0 and a 1. So 0 and a 1, let's say I went through and read this module, I would receive a 1. If I don't complete it, I receive a 0. So it's a pass or fail. So for employability, just read through the modules. A lot of these are going to be huge in maintaining a job and looking for jobs and applying. And if we continue on to the safety aspect, you'll see the modules are laid out 0 through 1, but you'll see review test, which are just quizzes, are scored out of 10 points. Now, if we go down to the bottom, we're still looking through all the modules. You'll see the final test. This final test is like your module overview test. So you can look at this as, if we scroll down here, quizzes, and then your chapter test. And this goes to the same for all the continuing courses that'll be unlocked as soon as you complete this one. You can see this one, this test is out of 100, 100, 100. So if you are not sure that if you completed something or not, you can go to your gradebook and see, you know, maybe you can go back and see if you can complete it. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, you can reach me through here, or you can find my email through here as well. It's just matthew.snide@clinton.edu. And that's it.
Okay, thank you, Matt. We do have some questions that students ask usually about this type of course. Would you tell us how will the students know how to log in and what their login is?
Sure. So if we're looking at, let me log out here, username and password. Your username will be a Clinton email given to you by the school, and they will also be giving you a password. So that'll be your login every time you need to enter the website. Now, it's important that you write this email and password down, and it's important that you only use your student email that you're given, because we're only humans and we forget our passwords a lot. So if we have your email, we can reset your password through there. So that is how you'll be able to log in. And one other thing that I do want to open so people can see it is just looking at these. You'll see these yellow little present boxes almost. These are your modules that you'll read through. So it'll show up as this. You can just hit enter, right? So it'll load up and you'll see all of these up top here. So if you have certain questions, maybe it's just certain keywords that were typically in a, like a hard book, you can find typical words through here, vocabulary. But these modules are laid out just like this. You can just sift through them here. If I want to go back, maybe I wanted to download this module workbook, I can go backwards. So this is what the modules are going to look like. Now, if we're looking through to one of the tests, let me switch to a student just so you can see a little taste of what the first one is going to look like. So attempt, you have 2 attempts, right? This one's 11 questions, true or false, multiple choice. You can skip them, but you always have to go back to them. So let's say I submitted this first one. I go back, I'll just hit false, right? See this difference? This means I did put an answer, but it's my recommendation you always just go back through. It's only 11 different quizzes just to make sure that you actually put the one answer or 2 that you wanted. One key thing to look for is this question says select one. Sometimes it'll say select all that apply, or 1 or more, or 2 more that applies. It's typical test taking skills to look for. But I just wanted you guys to see kind of examples of what it looks like. Are there any other questions?
Yes, there are more questions. Do they take different modules in any order that they want, or do they have to go one by one?
So if we're looking through, let me go to my normal role so I can see them all. They can't complete any other modules until they complete the safety module. And the order of these modules are set in stone so that they have kind of the abilities that they need to complete all the others through safely. So you took the safety module up top, then you're taking some math so you can learn some, just simple properties that you should be able to know. And the next one you have is Lockout Tagout. Lockout Tagout is one of the most important ones in here just because it's dealing with a lot of electricity. And this is how you learn how to control electricity very safely and control machinery so you can perform maintenance. And in an industry, this is a huge role to be able to know. It's a big attribute. Continuing on, mechanical fasteners. So you'll learn just all the different types of hardware, hand tools, right? We're looking through just saws, hammers, just nothing that uses electricity is in hand tools. It's all just manual. You turn a wrench kind of thing, and then you access the power tools. So the modules are set in stone so that when you're going through 6, 7, you'll be able to have the safety in order that you should follow.
Okay, thank you. And another questions we have is, can a student use a computer lab to work on their course here at Clinton, or do they have to do it at home?
Well, the student can come in and work on their IntelliTech curriculum here. There's 2 different computer labs that we have at the facility. We have a computer lab upstairs that the student can just come in with his backpack. They don't need any safety glasses, or they can wear shorts. There's no safety equipment, PPE required. But if there's a class in there, the only other lab the student can use is down on the main floor, which is in the lab. Now, in the lab, there's a certain set of rules that we have to follow, such as you have to wear safety glasses inside of the yellow lines at all times. You have to wear pants. Can't be sweatpants or athletic pants. It must be like khakis, work pants, jeans. They can't be wearing sandals. It has to be all closed-toe shoes. And it's just the way it is. You can't bring any food within the lab. You can't bring any drinks, not even a water bottle. Now, we follow these rules because it's the same that you'll see in industry, and over time it just becomes monotonous and just normal to walk into your building wearing safety glasses. It's just, you tend to not even recognize it after. So throughout all of your labs, that's the required work attire, if you such. And if someone shows up for their scheduled lab without that work attire, they can't complete their lab. So they may receive a 0 for that lab.
Okay, great. And who does a student contact if they can't see the content or they are having technical difficulties? Do they contact you as the instructor?
Yep. They can always contact me, and if I'm not available, I can always reach out to other people that can get back to the student so that they can figure out how to resolve the issue.
Okay, I think that's all the questions we had from students for now. So thank you so much, Matthew, for doing it, and hopefully this presentation will be very helpful. Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a great day.